Look, mine's kind of significantly longer.
Yeah,
yours is significant. Okay. Oh my god! Yeah. My toes are bigger. You've got the tiniest little toes.
It's like, awesome. Next time you see me, I'll have a new tattoo too.
Yeah.
It goes from being a character on a show to a human in real life.
And then I guess love, sort of, is like when someone else, you want them to be like your main character.
And then you guys did something.
Yeah, they did.
Whoa!
Sorry, are we not going there?
I know, but I mean, it's not like you want to be a content creator or anything, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, you just got
Perfect. Nailed it.
don't need those
No
foot
free
fetish
No free shows.
people.
I don't mind.
I don't mind.
Either. You can look at my feet. I don't know why I actually think having a foot fetish is like sort of hot. I don't know why.
Wow, we're starting off strong today.
But you know what I mean? Like, I think it's kind of hot when guys have foot fetish. And I think it's because it's like a little quirky. Like, it's just a little like,
he's a little
edgy.
He's a little quirky.
Oh, I
It
thought...
depends on how into feet they are. Like, if it's
No.
like...
If they like want
weird.
you to fuck... Like, foot fuck, that is a little weird.
Yeah, that is.
If they, like, bring you some, like, tubs with sand and they're like, can you squish this between your toes?
Yeah,
for
that's
me?"
weird. That's weird.
Oh my god.
Or even, like, if they're, like,
I feel like I'm
sucking
being
on
held
your feet or
hostage
something.
right now.
There was a Sex and the City episode about that. This guy would give, I think it was Miranda. No, it was Charlotte. He gave her free shoes, like really nice, like expensive shoes, in exchange for giving her a foot massage. So she would just go in and get a foot massage and then get free shoes. I'm like, sign me up.
Yeah, I need one of those. But then I found out that people who are into feet don't like girls that have a longer middle toe than the first toe.
I have a longer middle toe than the first toe, and
Isn't that called like a royal toe?
I've had people tell me I have nice feet. So I feel like
That pause.
how much longer?
Hair feet.
Look at how long my toenails are. Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot about your toe tattoos.
Yeah, I might get those
That's
fixed up.
crazy that wore off.
So,
I can't believe
look,
that.
mine's kind of significantly
Oh,
longer.
yeah.
Oh,
Yours
yours
is
is
really-
significant. Okay. Oh my god. That is what it's called, though, royal. It's like a Greek.
Michelle's royal.
Oh my god, Michelle, that's hilarious. It is so much longer.
Also, I have incredibly long, fingers and incredibly long
One of our feet
toes.
kinda
It's
look the
creepy.
same.
Yeah, my toes are bigger. You've got the tiniest little toes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I have
funny.
really long toes and
Look
long
how
fingers.
long my toenails are right now, though. It looks like I could grab like a... I can stick my middle toe up, though.
What?
Wait,
See?
what?
I
I
can't
mean,
do that.
sort of. I know.
I can't.
It's really that my middle toe just doesn't, like,
It doesn't go down.
go down.
Oh.
So it looks like I'm...
But it's like this one.
It looks like I'm flicking you off, doesn't
Did
it?
you see I found my friendship bracelet?
Yeah,
Nice.
I have mine. I want to put it back on for
My
the summertime.
my OG one broke.
Oh, I still have my OG one. And I
Is
think
this
I'm
your
gonna
OG
put it-
one?
Yeah, that's the OG.
Ah.
I'm going to put mine on
That's the pot
tonight.
pats.
With gym pads.
That's the pat.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I didn't have the R, so I had to do a P and draw it on with Sharpie. And
But then that just
then the
came
Sharpie
off
wore off.
immediately.
I didn't think you guys would actually wear them.
Oh, I wore the
Wore.
fuck out of mine.
I know.
I'm clearly still wearing mine. So.
Yeah.
I took mine off because I was
I got some.
scared it was gonna break. And
I always thought it would break taking like leggings on and
yeah,
off.
that I lost it doing that a couple times.
Yeah.
I lost it doing that right before we went to Middle Bass, and I was like, really, right when I'm on the beach and like barefoot all the time
Oh,
and
and you
taking
can, like,
pictures
show it
of-
off.
I want to
Yeah.
be like have my cute little anklet on.
Yeah, I
but-
do love an anklet. I've had these
Yeah.
ones on for a long time. This is like one of the... But you know what bothers me about this? So if anyone ever is
it
getting
stretched?
one, it's like too big. It's too
It
loose.
catches
should
on
have
your
had...
lateral malleolus.
Yeah, so when I go like that, it's like, ow, ow, ow.
Mm-hmm.
I should have had him do it like there. I probably could go back and be like, can you
Because
take
it's
a
a
few
permanent
chains
one.
on? Yeah, I can't take it off.
I like
Well, I
that
mean,
permanent.
I like them too. We do need
Jewelry.
to get some sometime when we have. It kind of takes a
We're
while.
getting tattoos.
I know.
In 1 week.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, less than 1 week.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday. And it's Thursday.
That's crazy.
Berit's birthday.
Birthday.
I went and got my hair done yesterday, and when I was talking to my hairdresser, he was like, I got a new tattoo. Look, I got a spider web on my ear.
Oh.
I was like, awesome. Next time you see me, I'll have a new tattoo, too.
Yeah. Allie, my eyebrow girl, I've actually thought about doing it. She has, like, a really cool, like, starburst thing just right here. But it's
like,
very, very subtle.
Way out of the
Yeah.
tragus? Oh, that's interesting.
It's very subtle, but it looks very, very, very cute. Especially on her.
Yeah.
She's, like, got the look
Especially
for
with
it.
the gray wash.
Yeah.
Like, that would...
And
I love the
it's
gray
made
wash.
of dots. Like, it's a actual thing, but it's, like, dotted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks very soft. I really like it. She kind of dotted these ones.
What are you getting next week? Do you know?
I got, like, 3 things that I'm between.
Oh, good thing that you have enough time to really consider it.
Yeah.
Well, I know. I do this every fucking time.
But you haven't, like, made a bad move yet.
No, I know
yours
I'll
are cute.
go with what that's how I operate. Like,
Yeah.
last minute,
Or think about it for 4
down
months.
to the wire.
Not for tattoos, but for other decisions.
Yeah, for things that I know I have to do, and I know that there's, like, a deadline, I am very much a wait till the last minute. Like, things which I guess is kind of like my life, too.
Yeah.
I wait till the last,
Like with
the
your...
absolute last minute.
With your house stuff, like when you're
Like, when when I know that there's a decision to be made,
drives me nuts.
I will
Gives
wait.
me anxiety.
I will wait until
I've
there's
brought it up in
no
therapy.
other option.
I'm like, Kristen's anxiety gives me anxiety because it's preventable if she would just, like,
I know.
act a little sooner. But
I'm like, I wait until I have no other options, and I'm like, I have to do this. It's not a good trait.
yeah, that might be one to work on. But at least you've chosen good tattoos so far.
Yeah.
Do you know where you want to put it? Are you between 3 different spots?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking, like, my arm somewhere, but I don't know. Then I was like, maybe, like, here, but then I'm like, nah, I don't know.
You've got the... Do you have something on the inner arm on this one?
Yeah,
On this
my
side?
hummingbird. But
Well, no, on the other side.
Not on the inner arm, no.
Because
But
I
have
think that's a good subtle
yeah, that's
spot.
true. I could
like
do it
that.
there. But I have one, like, is that weird to have one in both spots? Maybe not.
I don't know. Is the B on this arm?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's funny that I, like, see both of your tattoos every single day, but if you asked me, like, where's my, like, fairy, which arm is my fairy tattoo on, I would be like...
I would say...
I don't know.
Well, the shoulder one is on the other side, right? The far side?
The right.
The fairy is on this side.
Wait, let me see. Can I see?
Can I see?
Oh, never mind. The flower thing, the one that's on your shoulder.
Yeah, the pink flower is the only one I have that Mike did. All my other
And
ones
that's
are
on-
from
Oh, yeah,
Mark.
fairy's on this side.
But the pink flower thing's on that side. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking was on that
It's
side.
a water
Yeah.
lily.
Yes,
Isn't it?
Yeah.
it is. It's a
Water.
water lily and watercolor looking
Yeah.
paint, and then the fairy's
And
on
the
that
fairy.
side.
Yeah.
That
Let
fairy
me see the
reminds me
fairy
of...
again.
It reminds me
Fairy's
of my, like,
cute.
childhood books, the illustrations in them.
Yeah.
I read a lot of books about, like, I don't know, fairy tale creatures.
Yeah.
And little mice
a
that
cool
lived in
fairy.
forests
I love
and fairies.
whimsical, obviously,
And it reminds me of
fantasy
that.
things, so it only makes
Me
sense
too.
that I would have a fairy on me somewhere. I just
Speaking
didn't
of
need to make that one that
whimsical.
big. What it could have been much
Speaking
more
of
smaller.
whimsical.
sort of. Last night, they say during this, like, the 13th, 14th full...
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
It's
the full
like the
blood
lunar
moon
eclipse.
eclipse is tonight. Yes.
And blood worm moon. That's what it's called. The
Oh.
blood worm moon. I know. I'm like,
That's kind of interesting.
But they say there were, like, 3 things that they said to do, and one was put salt at your door.
Okay.
Put a glass of water outside in the moon's shadow and then set intention, like, that you want to let go. And then when you come outside the next morning, you want to drink a sip of it. Burn rosemary.
If I put a glass of water outside, my cat is gonna
I
drink
put it on my,
it.
like, it could be, like, in the window, because it needs to be in the moon's shadow anyways, so the window's fine.
He'll be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a glass for me.
I know.
Yeah, and then,
What's
burn
burning
rosemary
for?
That was, let me look, sorry, because it is interesting, because they all have different, like, kind of, I saved it, so I'll be able to find it real quick. They all have kind of different reasons. I sent it to West. I was like, you should maybe do this.
He's like, what?
He of all people is like, I'll get right on that.
He didn't even respond. He was like, I think I found the paint. He completely disregarded that.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, oh, okay. Okay, salt and smoke purge. Burn dried rosemary or bay leaves while setting the intention to release what's weighing you down. Sprinkle salt at your doorstep to clear lingering energy. And then moon water, but different. Place water under the eclipse's shadow, not direct moonlight, to break ties with old versions of yourself. Drink a sip in the next morning.
Right.
And then the last one, this one's interesting. Let your hand move freely and see what truth spills onto the page. Eclipse energy reveals what we try to suppress.
Ooh, so what do they call that? Something writing.
Like stream of consciousness writing?
Yeah, there's like a word for it though, where you just like basically meditate. Oh dang, that's gonna drive me nuts.
I think it's cool that there's a lunar eclipse.
Yeah.
And last year in April there was the full solar eclipse.
That's true.
Yeah.
Was that? Yeah, that was. It was like April 8th or something.
Yeah, it was April 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time we hung out outside the gym.
Yeah. Geoff was there, but I didn't see
Geoff
him.
was there. That was
He
weird.
came
crossover.
left, and then I came left, and then he came.
Yeah.
We just completely missed each other. That was.
Have you ever said hi to him at the gym?
No, not really. I should, but
I haven't really said hi to him in a while. Or talked to him. I say good morning.
I made direct eye contact with him the other day, but I did not say hi to him.
Yeah. I think maybe we've like nodded at each other like once or twice, but that was it. It was just like a.
It's the weird like, I know someone that you know. It's like me and Clark Kent.
Yeah.
I don't ever interact with him, but he still like waves at me.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, you're friends with those girls that I've talked to before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and Geoff knows you, so we're just the girls that know you.
Yeah, it's weird.
Same
That's how I am with Dylan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
it's so funny.
I just like I don't know. It's so weird because I don't know. But he does seem shy.
Yeah, he's definitely shy. But it's so funny getting. Oh, that's one of my points. There's a word that I learned a long time ago that means the thought that everyone else around you is living an equally rich and fulfilling life as you and complex life, but you don't think about it. Like they have friends and families and jobs and a whole internal world.
Yeah.
And the word is sonder.
You know,
and I was like, Jim Sonder is a real like realizing something about someone's past. It's like, wow, you're more of a
more complex than I would have thought.
Yeah.
It goes from being a character on a show to a human in real life is what happens.
Yeah, but then you also realize like, oh wow, you've been through like maybe more than I would have thought you've been through.
Yeah.
And you know what I actually think about a lot is you are like your most important thing, obviously. Everyone should look out for themselves.
Right.
I mean, not in a bad way. But
you have to be self-centered to a degree.
So, it's just weird to think, like, everyone else is theirs. And you know what I mean, though?
Yeah, like, no, that's what Sonder is.
It's
like, everyone's the main character in their own story.
And I, like, care most about myself, but then, like, they care most about themselves. And it's just... And I'm like a blip in their timeline.
And then we all have these dramas that we play out with each other.
Yeah.
While we're all being the main character of our own show.
It's like the Truman Show.
It is very bizarre.
And then I guess love, sort of, is like when someone else, you want them to be like your main character.
Oh,
but even they're
so
living
sweet.
in their own private world too. They're always going to have things that you'll never know about.
But I think
them.
that's the closest you get.
Show.
I think that's the closest you get to like having someone else be like your main character is loving someone.
Yeah, you're like, I want you on this show every day.
Yeah.
Ashley's been on one episode.
1.75.
Actually, yeah, a couple of interactions, but
yeah.
She has one full episode.
It was a good
one. That was a wild
A+.
day. That whole day yesterday was just like a roller coaster. The gym was so dramatic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Work was so dramatic, and like weird old connections. People reached out to me. I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Like some people from DC that I haven't talked to in a long time, and then I went on a date for the first time in months and months. Yeah, since early 2023.
It's the girl from Joanne's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, follow up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Joanne girl.
That was when it was like I think you had asked her, but we didn't know what she said yet.
Yeah.
We didn't know what
you guys were telling me the story about you shooting your shot and then you seeing the guy across the street at the empty lot.
Right before we came here, you texted her asking her to do something Saturday. And then I think right after she responded.
She responded. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So and then you guys did something.
Yeah, they did.
Whoa.
Sorry, are we not going there?
No. But we just kissed.
Yeah.
That's
big
for a first date.
I mean, yeah, kind of a lot for a first date.
I mean, I don't think, because I feel like your first dates are really like the texting phase.
What do you mean, like surface
level?
I
think nowadays, like you almost live out your first dates in like the either online chatting or texting.
Like
you know each other a little bit before you're going on your first date. Like
it's not like arranged marriages anymore.
And like you're not going in blind, I guess.
She said that she felt like she was getting ready for prom to go on
Wait, what did she wear? Her Docs, obviously.
She wore Doc Martens.
Fake Doc
Martens. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Her jeans cuffed.
I love her cuffed look.
With a belt, a crew neck t-shirt, and a flannel.
I love her.
She's got
her
good out. It was the same outfit that she was wearing at Joanne, like pretty much. It was just different colors.
I love the cuffed jeans.
Or they weren't jeans. They were like denim, but they were burnt orange color.
Oh,
they were really cute.
Yeah,
and she had on like really cute makeup.
That's cool.
And I don't think she had makeup on when she was working, and I definitely didn't have makeup on when I was at
Joanne's. No, we both looked fucking hit.
Yeah. After the barn. Yeah.
I was looking
at like, don't mind my smell.
I literally warned her. I was like, I smell bad. And she said last night, she was like, I wanted to say, by the way, you don't smell. But I thought that was weird. And I was like,
I feel like we probably had a little bit of a scent.
Oh, absolutely. My coat, if I put it on
after
too soon after the barn, I'm like,
my boots always smell.
I'm like, oh, bear hug.
Yeah.
I love that freaking horse.
I know, he's so amazing.
It's so weird. I was never an animal person, like, growing up.
You're welcome.
And now I have this dog.
I love
Ranger dog that I love.
So I told my boss today.
And 7 on this.
We're filming videos right now for our website, so I'm filming him. And so I'm doing a lot of the same stuff that like you're doing here. Like we bought like all the setup, and it's been funny, but there's been so many times I've been like, well, when we do the podcast, because now it's out and he knows, so I'll talk about it. And so he was like, so what is your podcast about? And he asked like genuinely, which normally he just doesn't give a shit about like that stuff.
What's going on?
But he asked like genuinely, and I was like, well, we like sit around and do oracle cards, but then like we also just have good conversation. And
in our opinion.
Yeah, and I was like, actually, one night we were talking and we were like, man, this would like be really fun to listen to. I feel like that's kind of how it started.
Well, we kind of just joked at, like, on our next episode, because our talks were like podcast episodes.
Because we would see each other every day at the same time.
Yeah.
It was...
Yeah.
And I made those Esporta Show mugs for her birthday.
Oh,
May.
Last year.
Kind of started that.
Yeah, that was...
Because we were always joking that it was a podcast, like, just our bits, where we would just joke that it was, and then all of a sudden one day we were like, well, but what if we actually just, like, made a podcast?
Yeah.
Like, what if we actually just did it instead of just, like, had a bit about it?
And
that
it's going to be the coolest time capsule, like,
it is.
ever.
If anything, we'll have that.
Yeah.
I love
if
that.
anything, we have 13 subscribers and that.
Yeah.
That's another thing. He was like, how many subscribers do you have? I'm like, well, we made a business decision.
Executive decision over here.
So Jeremy was asking me the same thing. He's like, so what's your podcast about? And I was like,
I had to explain to my date too.
This is how it kind of goes.
Wait, Jeremy?
The guy that cuts my hair.
Oh,
we grew up together. We went to elementary school together.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, it kind of goes like this. Maybe we'll cook some dinner, we smoke a bowl, and then we just film whatever the hell we talk about
Pretty
afterwards.
Much. Okay.
But I think we do try
like,
and make it like...
he's like, dude, I love that. I love that so.
Yeah, sometimes we have... I mean, I had a note, and I'm like...
Yeah, like...
I can't find it.
I was like...
it's over there on the floor.
Like,
I fell out of my pocket.
Life hacks and... Yeah, but...
Sometimes there is, like, something specific that we want to talk about, like... going on Marketplace, or like when you guys wanted to tell me the stories, like sometimes there is like specific things, but a lot of the times it's just like we get into deep subjects during our hangs, and that's why we wanted to film our hangs.
Yeah.
You know? And
I'm like, this is useful information. Like, if I were someone listening to this, I would be like, oh okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Or just relatable.
I like all the self-development kind of stuff that we talk about. That's my favorite.
But also
part.
like the interesting life things that we go through, because we all have such different, like, unique lives.
We're in such different stages of our life. I mean, we're in different decades of our lives.
Yeah,
that's the fun part.
But we're also all, like, it's not conventional. I feel like a lot of our... I mean, you're, I guess, you know, same sex, so that could be looked at as unconventional, even though... Whatever. I'm divorced and... You know...
Yeah.
Whatever I am.
Going through it.
Yeah. Or not divorced, yeah.
I was like, you're not divorced.
And Michelle isn't married, but been with the same person for
17 years.
Yeah.
So we all...
I got married when I was young, and I didn't want to do that again, so...
Yeah,
I've just been with the same guy for a really long time.
I think
Shout out to Mike!
Yeah.
Thanks,
my
Mike.
guy!
We love you. You made a funny the other day.
Dude, today, when I was feeding the dogs before I came here, he's down at the garage, so the garage door is open, and I can, like, see from the window down there when I'm getting the dog food out, and there's, like, this gaggle of kids walking, and they're all, like... like, they love him so much, because, like, four-wheelers and dirt bikes come out of there and stuff, so every kid, every kid in the neighborhood's eyes are on that garage, and he, like, helps them if their bike chains pop off, if they need, like, a...
Oh, I would have definitely...
Yeah, if they need, like, a screw, like, tightened, he's on it, and I was just like...
Have I told you guys the story about when my pants got caught in my bike?
Huh.
No.
I was, like, riding my bike, you know, Evamere.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in the house right next door, and I would ride my bike around that, like, loop that the buses would go.
Oh, yeah.
And I would pretend my bike was...
I rode the bus there.
Yeah.
Probably for like when you...
Like, Old Trail?
Yeah, that was the pickup spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I might have lived there when you were doing that. Probably did. But anyways, I would pretend my bike was, like, a horse. Oh, and I would, like...
Everyone did.
Right? Yeah. And I would get it. I would, like, really get into it. And I had corduroy pants on one time, and I was getting really into it, and my pants just, like, wrapped up.
Oh, no.
To the point where I was laying on the sidewalk, and I could not do it. And then this teacher walks out of the school, and she's like, do you need help? I'm like, yeah, my pants are stuck. I just sat there.
How old were you?
Probably, like, first or second grade.
I was gonna say, that sounds like a 7 or 8, like,
yeah, I might have
7
been, like,
or 8
10.
year old kind of thing.
I might have been,
funny.
like, 10.
my sister and I definitely, like, pretended that our scooters were, like, surfboards.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, all sorts. That was a very common one. Horses, obviously. Cars.
I for sure
would make, like, racetracks.
Yeah.
Or scooters.
I would rollerblade and we would make jumps to go over out of sticks. And the jumps would be, like, this high and we'd be like...
We would play SeaWorld and we would go swimming and we would make the littlest one go get us snacks and, like, pretend that she was, like, teaching us tricks.
No way.
Did you play Loch Ness?
No, we didn't do Loch Ness.
Wait, I played Loch Ness.
Yeah, we didn't do that, but we definitely pretended to be, like, sea otters and stuff before.
The Loch Ness bit was, like, one of the original funny Jim things, I feel like.
That's
I was like, you have to explain that.
Yeah. Well, in the lake, I would always go, Loch Ness, and, like, shoot myself. But why did we say, like, oh, that's what we'll do? So
because it's diving out of the conversation.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, if you ever need to get away, you can just be like, Loch Ness!
That's what it was. And then we were talking about this guy at the gym that's a little...
Yappy.
Yeah.
He likes to talk.
He'll get you for like 10 minutes. And sometimes more. And we said that from now on, if you need a Loch Ness, you just to get away from Chris, so they'll be behind him. They'll be behind him, like, and I'm like,
oh, Berit needs a tampon, probably. I gotta go.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I can't see the prayer hands emoji without seeing Loch Ness.
Yeah, actually.
That needs to be the emoji for it.
Yeah,
I was sending, like, the dragon.
The prayer. Yeah, that's a good one. The dragon is maybe prayer dragon.
Prayer dragon Loch.
I think that's what it needs to be. Because the dragon is good, too.
We need an emoji for Katarina.
What about the girl in the dress?
Or just a cat.
That could work. Is there, like, a magical cat?
Is there a
like
magical
a cool one?
Okay, emojis.
Go to I was gonna say something in our chat. I love seeing people's, like, most recently used emojis. It's so telling about your personality. Like,
I love emojis.
I have so many variations of hearts, and then it's like the strawberry and then the handstand one. Because I was sending that one.
Mine's just the eye roll. Like,
I totally abuse emojis when I text.
I love that you send the heart with the sparkle spine.
Yeah.
Like,
here's a little magic love for you.
All right.
And your kisses in the text last night. I got 7 good luck texts from my date. 7. I was like,
you're loved.
I have such a good freaking group of people in my life. But Michelle's was punctuated with the kiss emoji.
That's awesome.
I was like, I feel it.
I'm struggling to find a Katarina.
You can search.
Yeah, but like what? Cat?
Just see what the cat options are. This is very important. Wait, we haven't drawn cards yet.
Oh my god.
Oh, we gotta do that.
Alright, let's do it.
I mean, this is like the cutest one.
I know, that one is the cutest one.
That one is really cute. Let's do that one.
Okay. Alright, Katarina. I drew regeneration yesterday before my date. I was like, what you got to say? And
regeneration?
Yeah, the description was like, or the picture was a tree that was dead that was coming back into bloom.
Okay.
And I was like, I like the metaphor.
Yeah, it's kind of like
you're
getting your mojo back.
My mojo. I'm like,
you're
Dr.
coming,
Evil.
You're coming out of your slumber.
I don't know why that's what came to my mind, but...
Or Austin Powers. He's the one who lost his mojo.
Yeah, he lost his mojo.
We were talking about that the other...
We've done Austin Powers like 5 times.
How did that come
Because
up?
you said that you...
I don't remember. What reference was it?
I don't remember.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay.
Huh.
Uh-oh.
I need to read this one. Ooh. No, I know what it is. It's not Instagram Reels. It's TikTok. It's filming yourself.
Oh!
That's what it's talking about.
That might be. That might be.
No, it probably isn't, but that was my first gut feeling.
Or it could be... What do you think?
Because that's what you wanted to talk about on this episode.
Yeah,
that's what we've been talking about all week is making Instagram Reels.
Yeah, like the new thing that's happening in my life right now is I decided to start filming myself more because beautiful Berit and me were hanging out the other day, and she's like,
beautiful Berit.
She's like,
so much.
You could make videos, and I was like, I know, but it makes me so uncomfortable, and I'm just not good at it. And she's like, I know, but I mean, it's not like you want to be a content creator or anything. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah, you just gotta.
I was like, okay.
I need to take that advice too, but you really do just have to like say fuck it.
She was absolutely arrow nail hit the head. It was like direct hit. I was like, oh yeah, she's right. So that's what I've been doing, filming myself. What does TikTok say?
I looked at my own.
Oh, sorry.
I got come to the edge.
Oh,
I think that means like don't hold back.
It's the oracles or the essential meaning is courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk.
Yeah.
And then I think I should probably read the relationship message.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
It says it's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, and say what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You'll be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step toward the gods, and they will deliver what you truly desire.
What did you get?
Yeah. A leg up.
A leg
What's the
up.
help one. To like accept help.
Accept help. I feel like I got this one not that long ago.
It was a few draws.
All right, timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time.
Ooh, divine time. You have a lot of time.
When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if it isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are right now and always show up when you need them right on time. I know exactly what this is about. I am like panicking that I'm not going to get everything together for your birthday in time. Like, I have so many plans, and I'm like, all right,
we'll be fine.
We got to make sure this is going to happen, and this is going to happen.
I'll get it in gear the last minute. Not the last minute, but it'll get in gear.
That Canva invitation still on the way.
No, I actually worked on it a little bit today.
I was like, I wonder if that's...
It is. I worked on it today, but then Scott kept coming in, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
I'm not on Canva.
Yeah, there's just I have a big itinerary.
Well, don't stress yourself out.
I'm not stressed. Excuse me. It's gonna be Berit-rific birthday. You're gonna be so proud of me and Kristen. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, they definitely nailed it. Good job, girls.
I was actually talking about in therapy how like I was excited to like be celebrated and not be the one celebrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that sounds really selfish and shitty.
No, you are usually.
So
I
was
like kind of excited.
And I'm kind of
in
the
a little
opposite.
kid way.
But as the one who likes to plan these things, that like this close to that deadline, it's like days are counting down.
I actually do understand that.
Yeah.
You've got to like
are counting
start
down
making sure
Summer
you've got
soiree
shit in order.
was like a big one. Your birthday.
That's what TikTok
birthday.
is. It's like the days are.
Yeah, they're ticking down for sure. Yeah. And like
also our time is ticking
down. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Oh no, I cut you off. Sorry.
Mine is receiving help, delegating authority, and interdependence. So, yeah, I think I don't really know what it's
meditate on that one.
Referring to.
Maybe something at work.
Yeah. I don't think it's work. You've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time.
I remember the last time you got this one actually, because we were talking about how you weren't asking for help at that time, and it was like kind of a tense conversation.
Yeah, because
like when I watched it back, I was like, ugh, that was.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Because I was annoyed.
But I don't think that's like.
But like that's not happening anymore. That's what I was gonna say. Like it's a reflection on that.
I wonder what the relationship message is in there, because I've been having this weird like I don't know, feeling lately. I don't know if it's more of like I'm kind of ready to move on. Maybe that, like, I'm like not thinking about West as much, but relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you just need to be more direct with what you want in life. Instead of like being like, well, yeah, you know, just answer
things
whatever you think
change
it
when
is.
they change.
Yeah.
Like, you just need to be pretty direct.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get what you really want.
I think you're right.
As a result of that.
I think you're right. And that's kind of what I've been feeling, is like, I know that this isn't, I mean, we know, like.
It's kind of like, I just wait till the last minute and then I decide.
It is.
Yeah. And it's like, just decide. Just figure out what you want. And then ask for it and you're going to get it. You're going to get it.
I've decided. I'm in the process of making
You're doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Love you.
I have to pee so.
Oh, I feel that. Was that your shoulder?
Yeah, it was like my. It felt good, actually. Kind of. It was like a nice crack.
Perfect. Got it.